I chose to go on the Fui trip mainly because the fact that I got to be able to camp and meet a bunch of new people before school started. So I had a nice group of friends before I showed up to school, and if I needed to talk to anyone at any point, I had someone to go to.
One of the benefits that happened on the trip that I wasn't expecting was I really learned how to open up to people. When you're out in the woods, you really don't have a choice, and so that was an unexpected positive from the trip.
This trip has some of the most amazing sights to see. The water was so crisp and clean, you could see like feet down in the water. The night sky was magnificent. I had never seen so many stars before. It was just amazing waking up every morning to a new campsite and new sights to see.
I really like wildlife, being outside, and rocks. That's like my favorite. But then I also learned a lot about like how not to steer a canoe into a tree. My favorite part of the Fui experience was the solo night. Basically, it's just you and your sleeping bag and your journal, and then one of the leaders comes around and talks to you. And it's really like a night where you learn a lot about yourself and how you've been doing on the trip. And it was just a life-changing experience because you don't know who you are until you really like experience something like that. There were a lot of mosquitoes and it was really, really buggy that night, but it's still fun. Just use some bug spray.
That is victory! Yes! Woo! Yay!
My downsides of the week was flipping the canoe with Sydney. When all your stuff got wet, I really knew like how to pack my bag and seal it well because Jerome had to TP my sleeping bag over the fire that night.
Our boat is getting lighter.
There's just something about being in the wilderness that you realize more about yourself.
And that is what I got most out of the trip. You're with a whole new group of people who don't know your past, so in all, it is easy to be yourself.
Ready, go! Oh my god! That's freezing! Put your feet out the other way! We're making a stop! That did nothing.
We got 1,000 hands.
Is he awake?
No, he's awake. He's just trying to ignore you.
Obviously not.
Oh no!
Kelsey!
There it is. And amount of water.
Ellie is not a barrier! You failed. I didn't fail. You gotta hold each other's hands. That way you know the other person failed or not. Okay. 1, 2. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. Both of you are like holding. I just want to do it. Okay. Okay.
Okay, hold hands.
Wait, I only like one hand.
One hand, one hand.
No.
Hold hands.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2.
Sit.
Don't listen to her.
You've gone so far away from the chair already. You back up. Turn around and go back. Turn around.
No.
Don't listen to them. Turn around and go back. The chair is behind you.
You're next to the tree. You need to back up.
20 more steps and you'll be there, okay?
Turn.
A little left.
There. There. Sit down. Right there. Sit down. Sit down. On the chair.
Just sit on your butt.
Trust me and sit down on the ground. Sit down. Sit down on the ground. Nice job. Go ahead and take off your blanket.